Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
A very good evening and you're welcome to the news around the world on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM, Ibadan. I am Bowale Akimbode. First, the headlines. Federal government orders institutions to submit reports of unused state fund allocations. Makinde reaffirms commitment to people-centered budgeting process. Trump says Israel and Hamas have signed off on first phase of Gaza peace plan. Pope Leo invokes criticism of Trump's policies and first major document. Super Eagles captain Trust Ekong orders target crucial win against Lesotho. Now the details. The federal government has ordered tertiary institutions to submit reports of intervention funds from the gave the directive in Abuja today during a meeting with head of institutions, where he noted that the ministry has been faced currency will be enhanced through a public dashboard showing disbursement and utilization data. Institutions will also be required to publish project progress reports. The minister also announced that capacity building programs will be introduced to strengthen projects management, compliance and reporting alongside mentorship initiatives, as quarterly reviews will track progress and compliance, with sanctions for institutions that fail to utilize funds effectively. A bill seeking to create a new state in the southwest geopolitical zone has passed second reading in the House of Representatives. The proposed legislation, which is sponsored by the lawmaker representing Ibadan Northeast, Ibadan Southeast Federal Constituency, Honorable Abbas Adegun, scaled second reading during plenary today, in which the bill is proposing to alter the 1999 Constitution to create Ibadan State from Oyo State. Leading the debate on the bill, Honorable Adegun noted that while Enugu and Kaduna, once capitals of the former Western region, have since become states, Ibadan has not, while stressing that Ibadan has the population and landmass to become a state. The lawmaker also said the bill represents a monumental step towards equitable development through federalism and realization of the long-held aspiration of the people of Ibadan. The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Oluseyi Makinde, has reaffirmed his position to continually ensure that the budgeting process of the state is people-centered for consistent economic growth. The governor stated this at the stakeholders' consultative meeting on the 2026 budget, held at the International Conference Center, ICC, University of Ibadan. Agidigbo FM's news correspondent Oluwapemi Bamidele was at the stakeholders meeting. Here is the report.
The 2026 Budget Stakeholders Consultative Meeting, the 7th edition of its kind, provided various groups with the opportunity to present their needs and expectations for the inclusion in the 2026 state budget. In his address, the Oyo State Governor, Engineer Oluseyi Makinde, and when the people become empowered, they would easily rise above poverty and assist the government in providing other basic amenities. Governor Makinde also gave an assurance that the proposed national minimum pension for Oyo State pensioners would be captured in the 2026 budget, while other social concerns in the state would be accommodated under the budget of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Inclusion.
The 32,000 as a minimum for pensioners. First, it wasn't captured in the 2025 budget. but we can capture it in 2026 budget.
The governor, however, acknowledged that his administration has raised the bar of governance such that the choice of a successor would be determined by the people, not by stunt politics, by entitled politicians.
What we've tried to do in Oyo State is to ensure that your government is able to provide an environment where businesses, economic activities can thrive. We try to ensure that you have a safe and secure environment.
In his welcome address, the Oyo State Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Professor Musbau Babatunde, emphasized that the program is crucial for fostering engagement between the government and key stakeholders to ensure effective implementation of state projects. While commending Governor Seyi Makinde for fulfilling his promises to the people of the state, Professor Babatunde noted that the initiative has significantly contributed to improving the state's budget performance over the years.
Everything we are trying to do with respect to the budgeting process is more or less benchmark. In the words of His Excellency, that we use science, logic, and data to be able to manage Oyo State.
In their separate remarks, the chairman of the House Committee on Budget, Finance and Appropriation, Honorable Sukomi Babalola, meant to working closely with the executive arm to ensure that the aspirations and priorities of the people of Oyo State are fully realized. While commending the various developmental strides of Governor Seyi Makinde's administration, the Director General of the Development Agenda for Western Nigeria, Dawn Commission, Dr. Sheye Oyeleye, the Chairman of Ibadan Northwest Local Government, Honorable Ramon Adepoju, and Lagos State NLC Chairman, Comrade Funmi Sesi, applauded the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning for its well-structured forward-looking economic budgetary framework for the state. Earlier, the representative of traditional institution, Oba Tajuddin Hajibola, and representative of other various groups who lauded the various developmental projects of the Seyi Makinde-led administration expressed their demands and expectations on what they wanted the government to capture in the 2026 budget. Oluwapemi Bamidele, Agidigbo FM News.
Local government administrators have been charged to support the executive arm in extending the dividends of democracy to all citizens. The chairman, Oyo State Universal Basic Education Board, Superb, Dr. Nureni Adeniro, made his call during the symbolic presentation of educational materials to primary schools in Ibadan North local government area. Dr. Adeniro expressed optimism that the gesture would strengthen the state government's efforts in improving learning and eradicating no-seat habit in schools in the local government.
A long way to ameliorate the situation of our public primary schools. With this arrangement, there is no school that will not get at least 10 of this, and this will go a long way to assist our students. So I can say without any fear of contradiction that there cannot be any public primary schools in Ibadan North where children will be sitting on the floor or where they will say they don't have enough chairs. Knowing the fact that the public primary schools is within the purview of the local government, when we go by what the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 has amended.
In his welcome address, Chairman of Ibadan North Local Government, Seun Olufade, explained that the distribution is aimed at helping pupils concentrate on their education and improve their learning. The materials including 800 seats and desks, pack of chalk and board markers, 300 school bags, 200 school sunders were also distributed to the 73 functioning primary schools in the local government area. A member of the People's Parliament at Agidigbo FM, Comrade Femi Babalola, has urged the Council of State to consider Professor Lai Olurode as the next INEC chairman. Speaking today on Agidigbo 88.7 FM's people-oriented program Shokanwa, Comrade Babalola praised Professor Olurode's exceptional character, describing him as a disciplined and non-compromising individual.
And he has principles that he follows. He's a man that will never compromise with or below his standard in any form. is an individual that when you give him assignment, then go and sleep. May I say this to you, that if the president is looking for a man to handle INEC without compromise, without any form of compromise, then call Olurode. He has that principle. Apart from being a lecturer of sociology University of Lagos, he worked with those who are principal. And late he was one time a private secretary to Baba Akade in Osun State.
Comrade Babalola further emphasized the importance of selecting a candidate with outstanding qualities, citing examples of past INEC chairmen. It's time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Kule Hamzat studio at Gidigbo FM, United Kingdom. I am Olushola Dabnola. Sir Keir Starmer has announced that United Kingdom government will not relax visa rules for India as he embarks upon 2-day trade trip to the country, to Mumbai. This is the first blown trade mission to India since Theresa May was UK Prime Minister, and it is designed to boost ties between the two countries. However, Sir Keir has already turned down the wishes of some CEOs on the trip to increase the numbers of visas